So let's speak on Blac Chyna for a second, man, because the reason why I want to speak with this, because this kind of hits home for me, is relevant to the self-improvement aspect of this channel as well too. Blac Chyna, man, I'm happy for you. Blac Chyna, if you guys don't know, is a celebrity. I believe she's like an Instagram model. She's was formerly, like a video vixen, formerly an OnlyFans model or whatever OnlyFans user, subscriber, whatever the case is. I had an OnlyFans account, whatever. I like the direction that she's going in. And on this channel, of course, we speak on philosophy, self-improvement, and the culture, right? So she is, of course, culturally relevant to some extent. But the self-improvement aspect of what she's kind of doing right now, I think is really cool, is really remarkable. And I think we need to start championing characteristics of this more when it comes to people that are trying to better themselves, which is what she's doing. So Blac Chyna, as of late, has been in the news for basically taking a 180 in her life, man, and trying to take a different approach, right, into her purpose, her brand, I guess the overall message she wants to put out there in the world. She has been one that has, again, coming from that background, being an OnlyFans, being a victim, IG model, somebody who has, uses her looks, and has gone out of her way to, I feel like, enhance her looks, is now pulling back a little bit on that. She has had, I forgot what the number that she said. I saw a clip somewhere where she was mentioning the amount of surgeries, the liposuction, the injections that she's been having to advance her career. She's backtracking on all of that. So she's already gotten her breast implants removed or taken out completely, ass shots, facial injections, lip fillers. She's done away with all of that. I think she's even got tattoos removed as well too. Things that are no longer serving her on the path that she's now trying to walk towards. And I think it's a beautiful thing to see, man. I think honestly she looks a lot better with all of that stuff taken care of. Ladies, man, you don't need all of that, bruh. Like I'm not gonna tell you what to do with yourself, ladies. I mean, if you self-esteem is a doozy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let's not sit here and act like, we don't all have our own insecurities and we don't have, things that we wish were better of ourselves. But I'm also on the side that, kind of feels like you should just kind of be happy with the cards that you were dealt, man. Ladies, like, especially for our sake, then and they'll always say that, oh, we'll never do that for a man. Okay, if you say so. We don't do that stuff for a man. We do it for ourselves. We don't get ass shots for men. We do it for ourselves. Is that if you say so? And people have different reasons why they do different things. So if it's something that you feel like you want to do, you want to get a boob job, you want to get an ass job because you want to get into a career as a model, whatever the case is, then that is your prerogative. You do have that option. You could do that. But I just don't want people to feel like that is the only means of, you acquiring those things are the only means to your success or, making a name for yourself, whatever the case is, because, some situations go left. We've seen situations where it has, people have gone to do some type of enhancement, liposuction, injections, whatever the cases, and that surgery has gone left, right? So, ladies, I always kind of want to put that out there as well too. Like, you could do what you want with your body. It's your body, your choice, I guess, essentially, right? But don't feel like, try not to tie too much of your worth into all of that stuff, man. But basically, back to Blac Chyna specifically, man. Kudos to her. She's basically come to the forefront as somebody who wants to walk a different path, man, and better herself, man. I think she feels that the path that she was on was more so destructive. It's more counterproductive as opposed to productive. I think there was even something as of late, some time ago, I think she was on the red carpet. I forgot, I don't know if it was the Emmys or the Grammys or somewhere. She was at some award show, which some people was a little bit hurtful. I think even her own mother questioned why she was even there, whatever the cases, which I was a little bit confused on as well too, but that's neither here nor there. But she had, the light bulb came on, man, and I don't think I've ever spoken on this channel before just yet. And of course, I'm sure I will, but it seems as if the light bulb has come on for her. She does want to walk a more righteous path, I believe, and then realize that she doesn't need any of those things to be the person that she wants to be. So she is, as I mentioned, of course, has removed the lip fillers, removed the facial injections, all this other stuff, and is bettering herself, man. And I think that's the overall essence that we all want to do, right? We all want to get to a point where we are walking in our best selves, and it takes accountability. It takes self-accountability. It takes the light bulb coming on for all of us as individuals to realize, like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. we shouldn't. And I don't necessarily think anybody has anything negative to say about that. I think from the overall consensus of what I'm getting is that people are very proud of her for taking that stance, right? Like I said, she looks a lot better. I think once she's even removed the facial injections and this, that, and the other, she looks good. Like, sweetheart, you were fine before all of that, bro. You was good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but again, on this channel, I'm speaking on this. It's relevant. I'm speaking on this only because it's relevant to this channel on the aspect of self-improvement. I'm all for people seeing the light. I'm all for, as taken from somebody himself who has played his entire life, right, and had no sense of direction, have no sense of, purpose. I felt like for the first 25 years of my life to now, where I'm at now, where it's just like, nah, man, I know what I want to be doing. I played a good chunk of my life. I've said this story to a lot of people before as well too, but from birth to 25, I was very playful. I was very playful. I wasn't talking about philosophy. I wasn't, reading books and learning about certain, I didn't care about none of that. And who did? It's very rare that people in that age, from your young adolescence to 18, 19, 20, 25, whatever the case is, like, those are the discovery years. I always say that your 20s is when you destroy things, and your 30s and beyond is where you rebuild, right? Hopefully you could salvage some of that damage. You didn't do too much damage in your 20s. I don't think I've necessarily got myself to a point where I can't, fix some of the things that I've done necessarily. I'm all just for about bettering myself, right? And I think we all should take it upon ourselves to want to be the best version of ourselves at all time. So kudos to you, Blac Chyna, man. I think it's really cool what I've been seeing. You just taking that initiative to want to be better and want to do better, man, because I think that's going to inspire a lot of people that may look up to you, and kind of appreciate you, kind of been following you on your journey, to be able to see somebody make a better change for themselves and want to do better, and then be vocal about that change as well too. I think it's pretty cool. So kudos to you. That's the whole essence, man. That's what this whole channel is about, bruh. That's what we want to do, right? We want to level up. We want to be the best version of ourselves at all times. Why not, right? We want to get it to the point where we feel like, you know what, yeah, man, like, I could do better. I'm not operating at my best self, and I want to do better. But that starts with you. That starts with self-accountability, man. That light bulb has to come on for you. Sometimes nobody can tell you that. You might have friends or peers or whatever the case that might try to nudge you in the right direction. Maybe, maybe not, if you have a strong friend circle, whatever the case is, family support, whatever the case is. But sometimes it is us. It does come down to us. The light bulb, it has to make sense in our own mind to really realize that, you know what, the life that I'm living right now is probably not the best. I don't see longevity in the lifestyle habits that I'm currently doing, and I want to do better. That realization has to come forth from you, So, yeah, I definitely wanted to touch on that again. That's something that's been somewhat prevalent in the news this past few weeks or whatever the case is. But kudos to her again, Blac Chyna. I think it's spectacular what you're doing. And I think it's a good message that you're setting to young girls, again, who might be a little bit lost or feel like might have been on the path that you were on before. So to see you, make that turn, I think is pretty cool. So shout out to her, and let's continue to champion other people who are, willing to put in the work and, be the best versions of themselves. So, yeah.